let's go ahead and go to this next topic. This got me excited. It's the idea of a new Black Star album produced by Madlib. They're saying there are 8 records that are already done between Madlib and Black Star. I myself would be excited for a new Black Star album. And you think about Madlib also getting ready to drop Bandana with Gibbs coming up this week. Am I the only one that's super excited about the idea of Madlib producing an entire Black Star album, or no?
I don't think that would be accurate at all.
Okay, I'm just checking, just making sure.
One of my favorite and most def 𝐻𝐻𝐲 joints is the joint that he has with Slick Rick that Madlib produced. And it's off of Static. I forget the name of it.
Yeah.
Static.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
That joint is hard.
My thing is when I hear announcements like that,
Yeah.
it almost makes me feel like it's not going to happen.
It's like, let me wait and see.
Yeah, because there was a time where Black Star was going to start recording new stuff, and they were starting their tour. Matter of fact, I think Proforms were going to open for them one year, right?
Well,
and they canceled their tour.
Yes,
Oh,
it was
wow,
like a
that's tough.
pre-Rock the Bells thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So when I hear stuff like that, it's like, why are we talking about it?
Yeah.
Rather than actually seeing it fulfilled and in motion. Like, why do we need to know that there's 8 songs ready for them?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Was it
kinda
8
deters
ready?
me.
Was it 8 ready, or was it like he had 8 previously?
I think Madlib just recently said something, right?
He said they had 8 joints, basically saying they had 8 joints in the can. It could have been rough drafts
years
or just
ago,
stuff.
even?
Yeah, like just some stuff that they recorded. So, and we'll have to fact check that if we're wrong. We'll get that corrected. But
That
either
would've been
way,
pretty incredible, man.
yeah, like either way, that's dope. Just the idea. To your point, to your point though, it's like the fan in you gets excited. It's like, yo, I want to see this happen. But history has shown us, you know, to your point, that it could be a send off. It's like we getting excited for no reason, and it takes 3 years for this to happen.
Jay
You know what I mean?
Electronica syndrome.
It's the chronic effect.
Detox. You know what I'm saying? Like it falls in that lane.
Yeah.
But
Detox has been in work since Scratch Magazine was out. Y'all remember that shit?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Y'all remember when Dre was on the cover of Scratch Magazine talking about Detox?
I have about 15 of them over there.
Lone actually has Scratch magazines.
I might have that one actually.
Hey, it's like, I want to hear it when it's out, or show me like a video or something like that. Because even leading up to this Madlib, Freddie Gibbs joint, like we've heard singles. Yeah, we've seen videos and promo dropped.
Yeah. I mean, it's not time for that. I mean, they're getting ready to drop the Mad Gibbs joint. Yeah. So maybe afterwards, we might hear something.
We'll see. Nas album done.
Man, that would have been good.
Really.
Not really. Go ahead, Spoolz.
What was the last song Mos Def and 𝗏𝗏𝗄 𝗀𝗏 actually like did together?
No idea.
You got me on that one, man.
They actually did something.
Apparently something on this new
when he changed his name to 𝐻𝐻𝐲 𝗀𝗱, I believe. I think they did something. It was like one blurb.
Okay.
Real quick.
I'm sleep on the last time they actually collabed.
That'd be pretty awesome. Like just the idea of it. I mean, I don't know. But you know, to your guys' point, I don't see it happening. Like, you know, like I'm not holding my breath.
I see it happening. I just don't think that there's a time. Like, I don't think we should hold timetable to it. You know what I mean? I feel like they're at points in their careers where they don't need to if they don't want to.
It's not happening anytime soon. Maybe
I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't come out until after the third Madlib and Freddie Gibbs album.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of similar to when Big Boy said that they had these beats ready for
Tribe Called Quest.
For the Tribe. You know, it's kind of hard to be excited for something you're never going to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's dope. Not really.
It's not really. Yeah.
There's nothing.
It was fun a little bit for a little while to think about it. Like, man, what could have been? But to your point, it's kind of like reality sets in, and it's like, all right, I'm never going to hear this material. So, you know, it is what it is.
But
speaking of,
if it happens, let's do it.
Right. Speaking of 𝐻𝐻𝐲 𝗀𝗱 and we were talking about Madlib. So 𝐻𝐻𝐲 𝗀𝗱 and Black Thought on a joint called Education on this upcoming Bandana. I'm very curious to hear how that goes. Pusha T and Killer Mike on the same record called Palm Olive. I'm really curious to see how that goes because I feel like
Pusha T and Killer Mike on it.
Yeah, on the same joint. Who does that? Who does that? Right?
Who does that?
That's a pretty, to me, that's pretty interesting mix right there.
That's pretty cool though. Considering, I know we're gonna get into releases later, but the Benny the Butcher album had features by Black Thought and Pusha T as well, and they both bodied that shit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little later on. But
the GOAT was on display, huh?
Hey man,
the GOAT being
he was in his bag. We'll talk about the GOAT as well.
So the Gibbs and Madlib project.
Yeah, Bandana.
I remember Gibbs was talking. I saw an interview. He actually didn't want any features on this one.
Right.
But apparently the Killer Mike joint just kind of happened
through conversation.
So it's interesting that there's a Black Thought and 𝗀𝗋 joint on there because apparently Madlib was working with Black Star, so that's a little bit of a leeway, a little bit of a tie-in, maybe.
Yeah,
true.
Maybe
true.
Yeah, it's a bone.
I love seeing like Black Thought's name on a Benny the Butcher album or a Freddie Gibbs album.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just great to see.
It's incredible, man. Like,
and
that Benny the Butcher track with him on it's the truth. Like,
they
somebody wake him up.
Spoolz, you actually somebody wake up Kansas City Mac, please. Spoolz, you actually, you know what? I'll get to the Benny later because we were texting about the sample and stuff. But nah, man, the possibility of that joint to me is very exciting. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to run into 𝗀𝗋 in Indianapolis
and Benny the Butcher
For sure.
It's lit.
Hey guys.
August 24th, Indianapolis. So what do you guys think? I know you guys have heard the singles so far from
Bandana.
Yeah, like Crime Pays and Bandana and what is it, Flat Tummy Tea?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready to go.
Anything you didn't like from it?
Flat Tummy Tea was dope.
Crime Pays is my favorite from
Crime Pays. The video put me over the top.
Man, that
with
video
Crime
was crazy.
That video is silly.
The video's silly, and I think it's probably my least favorite of the three as far as of the songs are concerned. My favorite's 𝗀𝗋.
𝗀𝗋 is dope.
There's
Hands
𝗀𝗋
down.
too.
Yeah, 𝗀𝗋 is dope.
𝗀𝗋
Is that the one with
MVP.
Anderson?
Yeah,
Paak?
With Anderson Paak.
Yeah.
That joint is
However,
hard.
the video for Crime Pays is incredible.
I like Crime Pays the most, I think, out of all of them.
Yeah, like
Bandana too. I don't know.
Yeah, like I'm really excited about what this album could be because that
Freddie about to transition over to comedy. Man, I can see him doing some comedy.
He's a funny dude.
Man.
Yeah,
he's
man.
really
like
funny.
if they make like a something like I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, like a newer similar
Version
movie
of
to that, I
yeah.
think he would be somebody good for that shit.
I think he could do that. Yeah.
He's a talented brother, man, and I'm really excited to see how this goes because they didn't miss with the first one. They did not miss.
No.
Indiana
first one was
representative.
crazy.
Absolutely.
Facts. We gonna see, man. Like from what they've released thus far, the vibe is what I would think it would be. You know, for them.
It's kind of hard to lose with that though. That's kind of
with that combination.
Freddie's so consistent. Madlib is so consistent.
Yep,
like,
that's a fact.
You know what you're gonna get.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we know what we're gonna
everybody's
get.
so like looking forward to this too, especially having heard all the singles. Like
Yeah.
There was an interview with Red Bull probably about 3 years ago, and they were talking to Madlib, and he was talking about they were asking him about Gibbs and
He took all the beats.
Yeah, he said he took 6 CDs of beats and was like, all right, if nobody else want them, I'll just take them.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, like they come up with 𝗀𝗋. So
Because it was supposed to be for somebody else, though, right?
I can't remember who it was supposed to be for. That's the part that's slipping my mind right now. But he had them set up for somebody else. They didn't come through, and Gibbs was like, all right, I'll just take all 6 and just rock out.
And if you follow Gibbs's Instagram, which is really funny.
It's just hilarious.
Hilarious.
He actually posted that recently in his story. And in his comments after he posted Madlib talking, he said, I took all them shits. So, I mean, but...
why not?
As somebody that worked with Freddie Gibbs at one point in time, how would you say like his selection was when he picked whatever he wanted to do from you?
I think he has a, from production standpoint, great ear from production standpoint. And it's the talent level there is twofold because he can actually hold a note and sing on a low. It's real low key.
That's the secret power.
Yeah, like he actually like, I remember him saying in the studio, like, yo, I'm about to. I remember him saying, like, I'm fucking everybody else up with this singing watch. And I'm like, huh? And then I heard some stuff from what would be Cold Day in Hell way back then. So I'm like, yo, you really got this. This is in the repertoire, huh? Okay, cool. But yeah, man, he has a great ear for production and also knowing how to attack it from a style standpoint. Like you can't pigeonhole him, cause like any dude that can make the album Freddie, and then turn around and work with Madlib, you're separating yourself from a lot of people.
What Twice in a Lifetime, was that the name of that one too?
What's the name? I know which one you're talking about. Don't quote me.
But that one was dope. Really, they're all different, you know.
Black Thought was on. Is that the one where he had another feature from Black Thought?
Well, there's Shadow of a Doubt.
Shadow of a Doubt. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Black Thought was on that album. So if you can do albums like Freddie, you know what I'm saying?
And then there's like the Teddy P one.
Teddy P, which is Freddie.
Yeah, like Freddie, all of that. Like if you can do that, to me,
that interlude where he sang the Silk shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was hard.
Fucking me.
Yeah. But nah, man, that brother's talented, man. He's good ear for beats, good ear for music.
He said, "Get out here expeditiously."
Yeah, so I'm really excited to hear this
album.
album.
Called the one dude the 𝐀𝐿𝐿 get the yayo looking. That was funny shit to me. That's when I started laughing. Like,
yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm excited about this album. I think it's gonna be a banger. Hopefully, like I said, we don't want to gas. We try not to gas up stuff, but I have a real safe feeling.
Throw
this
some
is
kerosene on it, a little
bit.
I think that might be one of the most anticipated projects this year.
Agreed.
So
I think somebody gonna come with a sleeper. I don't know who it is.
Out of nowhere, huh?
There's gonna be something.
There've been a handful of
drops out of nowhere.
There've been a handful of them so far, though. I mean, if you think about even last week, Benny's project was nobody was expecting
Benny project, man.
You notice they don't really talk. I mean, do they talk a whole lot? I mean, West Side Gun does, but Benny, I feel like, just puts stuff out.
West Side Gun, he'll usually lead it.
Yeah.
You'll see Benny every once in a while on his IG like, yo, I'm in here cooking. It's about to be a rap. But West Side Gun is like, hey, we the best. I'm letting y'all know now. It's coming out.
Because he's got one July 5th coming out.
Fly Guy is awesome.
Is that when
guy.
it's coming out?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the them rate the bars? West Side and Conway.
Oh my God, that was so funny, man.
They gave West Side a couple of them, and he was like, "Man, why y'all give me this bullshit?"
He said, this shit is trash, man.
Trash.
He's like, this shit is trash, man. I'm giving it a 1.
He's like, drip, 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 drip. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I was actually listening to
a Rhapsody thing like that too.
Really?
Yeah, something similar. But
yeah, West Side Gun was clowning on the bars that they get. He wasn't having it. Yeah, he wasn't going.
Yeah, I was actually listening to Premier's show on 𝐀𝐿𝐿 on the way here.
Okay.
And he was interviewing West Side Gun. No, I'm sorry, Conway and Benny the Butcher were on the show.
Okay.
And somebody actually gave a good example of what that crew is. He pretty much said that West Side Gun is pretty much like the Phil Jackson.
Okay.
He's not really the rapper of the crew or whatnot. He's the one that tried to structure everything. So he knew he had a player that he could throw in the game that was on fire, which would be Conway, the Machine.
And then Pippin would be Benny.
Yeah, Pippin would be Benny. So he's like, he couldn't maneuver it all by himself. So
we
he
need
had
a Rodman.
Pippin.
Who's the Rodman, man?
So he went and got Benny. And Benny was kind of a sleeper because at first, everything that Conway was dropping was just smacking people. And then the last, maybe not the last, the Benny that came out,
Tana
maybe
Talk.
Tana
Talk 3. That's the one.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the one.
That shit was heat.
Yep. Yeah, Tana Talk 97 Hove is probably my favorite song
that
he's put out. I think either that or Rubber Bands and Weight. I feel like I was selling drugs on that one.
I felt like that was a good comparison of the three of them, though.
Yeah, that makes sense. Benny had put albums out before all that other shit too. Like before, I guess Conway started blowing up and West Side Gun and started. I mean, he'd been making music too. I've got some older LPs that are all real good too. I mean, the dude can rap his ass off.
Shout out to Conway too, man. Everybody is food.
Man.
Yeah, they do.
Everybody is food. 3 from Conway is cold too. So shout out to that brother as well.
And shouts to them for sticking to their model.
Facts.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Facts. They have infused hip hop, art, the whole culture. So
fashion.
It'll be fashion. It'll be exciting. I'm very excited to see those brothers when they come
and they
here.
work with other artists that I like a lot.
Facts.
Like they've had Anderson .Paak on shit and Black Thought on shit and like Royce on shit.
Yeah.
Like they work with top tier, in my opinion, top tier artists or artists who are really, really fucking good. So that only strengthens the argument to me.
Definitely. Do y'all think that M is actually influencing them in any way? Because I think he's another one of the success stories in hip hop. Because I mean, he literally has a radio show.
No,
yeah.
That's
at this point, no. I just think he actually the cipher. You know what I'm saying? When they did the cipher together, like the affiliation. Like these dudes are grinding on they're self-made in terms of their buzz and how they're doing it. But I just think the affiliation is what's it's just always it's there.
I think
it's always there.
I think M is doing exactly what most people should do.
Yeah.
Do you think he should do more though with his pool?
I don't think he needs to.
I don't think he needs to. Yeah, no? I don't think he needs to. I think him being associated with them and staying out the way has worked well for them.
He's doing what he should have done with Slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
Because Slaughterhouse went too commercial. They tried to go down that line, but still, I don't know if you can find a better 4 MCs in a group than those 4.
But these guys are.
They tried to make a mainstream. They weren't mainstream.
It wasn't working. It wasn't working. Yeah. These guys are self-sufficient though.
So are all these projects that they're dropping? Are they still dropping under the Shady imprint, or these are just?
I think it's Shady / Griselda.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
But
I'm not 100% sure. But to your guys' point, what I've noticed is they have just kind of let them do their own thing. Like who knows what kind of agreement they have worked out. I know that Westside Gunn has hinted at or talked about like this Shady project that I imagine they owe them or whatever they're supposed to do. They need a tour. But I've also heard Conway complain on Instagram within signing to Shady about major labels and bullshit and yeah, I've seen.
We know that's a part of it.
But I think what it helped them do. So I noticed this today when I was like, just like sitting down and eating. I was like looking at shit. Like Complex had a whole article about Westside Gunn's new project coming out and everybody who was featured on it and all the stuff he's been saying. Like, I don't think that was the case pre-Shady.
I agree.
I think that's what signing to Shady has helped do.
Give him the access.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's just enough.
But that's what it should be.
It was like this push up. It was like this. I feel like is what they.
Now
did
you
for
can
them.
get those top tier lyricists on there that maybe you wouldn't get before.
Yeah.
And
Eminem's not been featured on anybody's project.
People that would fuck with them though.
Yeah, but if you think we're getting ready to talk about that stuff. But when you talk about top tier lyricists, but also lyricists that are top tier that have pull. Those are two different things.
Well, let's hold it. Let's hold that thought there and pay the bills real quick, and then we'll jump into this GOAT conversation.